judge the spin as much, but they can just put a lot of power. So expect both these players that you can just...
Seed of the tournament, USA's Kanoya, the world number 51. And also beat Ma Jinbao in the last round, a player who he lost to at this year's LA Open.
It's really served him well in earlier matches. There's a great combination.
Already know each other fairly well, and he seems to give the impression that defending alone is not going to work for him.
See with, and then just set up the big finishing shot if possible. Nice control, reminiscent of Eugene.
Oh,
the corner and their outstanding performances at Rio on both the men's and women's side.
Japan before and Korea as well. They had very decent youth players, but they just kind of failed to bridge that gap.
In Japan, two players here in this semifinals.
Right.
Only two forehand chops. Really opting to go with the beautiful inside out on the backhand court. Oh, that was a missed opportunity. Working on the offense.
Right.
So many more gears that you can choose from if you need to slow spin it or drive it. Oh, he had the ball that... Oh. And then Kanoya with the serve.
Really sharply focused on finding attacking opportunities.
This is what Kanoya would like to have happen on every point. Just take his time, spin the ball up, and at the same time Atsuya wants to get that big forehand. Step around.
I mean, you can see from this angle the size of his core, Kanoya and Ma Jinbao.
You can see solid. Now Atsuya very little bit inside out. We've seen that a lot. Oh, 15-15 first game. That's a really nice rotation. And here in game two. Breath or to slow down some momentum. Oh, beautiful drop shot. Yeah, and obviously playing against any combination, chopper, looper, you're almost playing two opponents. And that forehand, that's beautiful
perfect
play there. Kanoya is just doing his best to set up, again, with his such a high quality loop. And
see, what do you do with the next ball?
Exactly, there's no angle to work with, whereas that forehand, you've already turned the corner, you've got both angles to loop it cross quarter down the line. And this is exactly, now you can loop into the, and you gotta watch out with that big forehand counter attack.
Opening up and counter attacking, but possibly some of that confidence and momentum's fallen away from him. And there, that's the amount of spin he gets on the balls. Pretty impressive.
Oh.
Definitely a down 4 game points kind of shot. And so is that.
Put as much pressure where Kanoya is working the point, taking his time.
Being prepared to chop as many times as it takes to stay in the rally, and then be a little bit more choosy about the shots that he counterattacks on. And that seems in the last 2 games and at the start of this one to be a little bit more prone to defending in the middle at the moment. I mean, you can see there, he's really covering that middle part of the table and setting up the ball for forehand. Seems like he's become a bit more contented to defend now.
Yeah. Great hand speed. Atsuya, nice right now. When he's forced to block a ball. Points for Atsuya to stay in this match. And that's kind of putting a serve into play. Risky shot. And that's what he'd like to do. This is exactly where Atsuya would love to be.
The ball outside of his shoulders every time. To his positioning was so quick.
So
Yeah,
smart.
From your opponent. As a defender, it can be so hard to formulate plans of what you can do.
Players fighting so hard for positioning. Oh, beautiful.
His backhand corner opens up a little bit of an opportunity to play down the line. And with that much topspin on the incoming ball, that he switched over to use smooth rubber to chop.
Great get. A great. Looked like
That's
came
interesting.
from above, but it didn't have any upward. That's and Kanoya is so much better up at the table off the bounce. Oh, that's a nice power.
How well he's played for most of the match. We've seen that shot a few too many times.
Both attacks out to the backhand and the one we saw down.
Points.
Oh, that's just
Excellent.
too good.
One more game point to potentially save for him now.
Oh, a little better placement. Right now, Atsuya needs to.
Momentum on the ball from playing chop, so it's kind of tough for him to find the right options.
So that
Away from being too defensive. Again, using the red smooth side of his rubber.
oh, a nice backhand. Lead. That's a perfect return right into the middle. But here comes the forehands. Oh, great power. Oh, that walking him across the table in order to get to that elbow. Oh,
Gonna make the final of the US Open. We've seen some lobbing already. Wow.
We're gonna get Kanoya's.
Atsuya going for the lob again.
And we have our first finalist.
A bit of a relief there for Kanoya.
Ryohei Kanoya, and you see the smiles from both players. Just an excellent, well-played match.